Alright guys, today we've got an Olympia typewriter, model number 4472874. This is a kind of old school classic typewriter. It came in super bad, and then I've spent a lot of time cleaning it up. So know that whenever you get this, it does have its corks. It's a little bit older. It didn't have a case, so it hasn't been sitting like pristine condition for a long time. Probably sat in somebody's, I don't know where, garage. So it does have some rust, some nicks, some dings, some grime, all things like that. But the main core of it is functional. It types. That's the main thing you want. You want it to type. I'm going to go through some quirks and kind of fun stuff about it. But just so you know, when you get this, it's not aged as well as some typewriters. Like this whole thing has rust on it. So just giving you that heads up. One big quirk about this typewriter is the carriage holder. So this little button right here, if you turn it on, it will put the carriage, I guess, carriage lock, I don't know what you want to call it. It will put the carriage right in the middle. You move it over and it locks it. But then sometimes the keys it also locks the keys from going up and hitting the platen. But sometimes even after you release it, the keys do not want to go up and hit the platen. And you got to finicky with it and move this around and hit a key kind of hard, then it pops it loose. But that's one thing I would recommend. Don't even use this button. Just imagine it's gone. I don't like it. So that's one quirk. If you know how to fix that, go for it. Otherwise, who cares? It's not like you're going to be traveling with this in a case too often. And if so, just pack it well. Okay, so you've got over here, the plus and minus on this is your tabulator. Also another little finicky thing. So I guess it's just these two things are kind of still grimy or probably just need to be loosened or something like that in regards to oil inside it. But the tabulator does work. Right now it goes all the way to the end. But if you wanted to place one right in the middle, you got to push this up and then move this back to the middle. Otherwise it won't like space forward. But it does work. To get rid of it, hit that. Once again, move that to the middle, then you're good to go. So those are the two, I think, finicky things with it, these two buttons. They do work. The tabulator works better than this. I wouldn't even mess with this one. But yeah, that's that. You've got your caps lock right here, or caps, and then caps lock, or I guess shift, and then shift lock. Works fine. You got your backspace, you got your tabulator, you've got your ribbon selector, you got blue, stencil, red, works fine. Everything works in that regard. Inside the hood, under the hood, you've got your tension for how hard the keys are, plus and minus right in here. Not sure how well it works. But yeah, it seems to do all right. Sorry to hit the platen. I know people freak out over that. I was going very light. Also, right here, you've got a carriage release on this side. Bell works fine, obviously. You've got your line spacing, 0. This is the one where it releases the platen so you can move it freely. And then 1, 2, and 3, I believe. I'm not sure what spacing that is exactly, but that's that. You've got your little doohickey to put your paper in, line it up. You've got your margins back here. You squeeze them and move them over. Same on this side. Another carriage release, paper bail release so that you can move it around like this. This guy right here works fine, but it is kind of hard to put in. You can go really hard with it, but it feels like you're going to break it. So I just slightly push the button and then it goes in really smoothly. I believe this clears all your tabs right here. Let's just check that. I'm going to make a tab. So there's a tab there. Let's do this. I pushed it down. Oh yeah. So that clears all tabs. If you had one tab, or lots of tabs and want to clear them all at once, that's how you would do that. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Thing is cool. Let's do a little typeset. I'm going fast because I've done this video like 3 times and for some reason the camera was being weird. A little crooked. See how well this thing. Okay. Olympia typewriter, model number 4472874. I'm old school, so I'm going, see, I think sometimes, I'm just going to say that, sometimes the keys want to lock up a little bit. Don't know what that is. But it works fine. You just, something about it. I don't know what's in here, but it's wanting to do the carriage. So I think it's really this carriage lock. Something is in that. So just gonna keep saying that. So there are some corks, but that's what you're getting into. Okay, I'm gonna go quick. Battery's almost dead. Oh my gosh, if I can do it. Okay. A little stiff, the period. I'll work on it, get it loose. It wasn't stick whenever I have it in regular. No, I guess it is. It's a little bit sticky there. I'll get that one loose too. And then, yeah. That setting. Works fine. So, does look like it doesn't, if you don't push this hard enough, it's not gonna space it correctly. So just be aware of that. But as far as the type goes, it looks pretty good. So anyways, there's the corks of that. Once again, some reason it was, sometimes these want to lock up, but I think it all has to do with this little button over here. But anywho, just so you know, that's what you're getting into. A little bit of corks, Olympia typewriter, and talk to you guys later. Have a good one.